Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here. This video is on the Sector Breach, the new one. This is the second time we've had this event, and we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Right now, my Jackals are level 20, and the key to the last time we had Sector Breach was just get your Jackals up to level 20, and it was no problem. This time, the bases do look quite a bit more difficult. This is the general set. This is a level 12 base. uh, doesn't look like a level 12 base to me, but at any rate, it's kind of jacked up. You know, the last sector breach event that we had, the good part was after you finished the general set once, you could get one jackal, okay? And then with one jackal, you could do better. With this event, you need 80 parts for Warlord Kali. So that means that you're going to have to do a lot to get 80 parts. It's almost... I know a lot of people did not do a sector breach last time. I think that this is so overkill by Kixeye in comparison to other events. I mean, if I just took this much damage for the first base in the general set, and my units are max level. So now what? Now what do we do? Do we take, let those units sit there and then wipe out another platoon still? So I guess that's what we'll try. We'll get through this second base, but then we're going to have hours and hours of repair. And this is just the general set. So, it makes it, you're stuck now, right? And you can't take anything out of your platoons and fix them. But here's the kicker, okay? In a normal platoon, the Jackal would repair really quickly. Here, they have increased the repair time on the Jackal and on all of the legendary units. It's an incredible increase in the repair time. And then they changed it so that, you have to repair the entire platoon. That is not the way the legendary units have worked in the past. The legendary units have been, less than 5 minutes repair. So then this event would be bearable. But the way that they've done it is you cannot take a unit out, and it is a 600% increase in time per unit. And then they've given you what they say is 50% off of the repair time. So that brings it down to a 300% increase in time. I don't know how many people are going to be interested in attacking a base, putting their units in repair, and logging off, just to pick this up 3 hours later. So anyway, here's base 3. And here's my philosophy on how to attack these bases. I want to distract, and I also want to try to use some of the mercs to maybe clear these obstacles where I'm deploying. I wanted to deploy from the same area as my air is coming from. In this case, I'm in the wrong spot. I should have moved I actually deployed in a bad spot there. I should have deployed where the air is coming from, and then it would have been better, because then my air and my ground would have been together. That cost me a little bit more damage here. But again, we just like to point out that this entire platoon, if it was dead in a player versus player platoon, it takes 40 minutes to repair. 39 minutes or something like that for a completely dead platoon. Here it takes almost, over 2 hours to repair. So this is ridiculous. I mean, it's not even really that dead of a platoon. I took damage on half of them. I took a slight damage, should be free repair on half of my jackals there. And I'll show you here in just a second, but it's ridiculous the amount of damage time, because this platoon, 2 hours and 35 minutes, this platoon would have repaired in 39 minutes in a player versus player, because this is one of my player versus player platoons, so I know what it costs if it fully dies. And so if you think about it, if they're telling us that we have a 50% repair time, so instead of 2 hours and 35 minutes, it would take 5 hours. So it's a 600% increase. All right, let's take a look at the Conqueror 1 base. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you my recommendation. If you can do the Conqueror set, do the Conqueror set. There's really no need to do the general set at all, not even for the first time. It's almost as much damage on the general set as it is on the Conqueror, and the Conqueror pays out much, much better. 130,000 on the Conqueror 3 is what you're going to get, and that's where the XP is going to be at. Here I'm coming in a good location. And I'm also coming in where my air is coming in. So I had planned that one a little bit better this time. And remember to spread out like that, like I just did. That's the X button. And if you spread out, you're going to take less damage. So I think actually I took less damage on this Conqueror base than I did on the general base. And I think this is like a very low repair time. I mean, it should be absolutely free repair. When you see how my units look, you're going to say, wow, that should have been free repair. And it really should have been. Check this out. And by the way, the reason I bring the extra platoons is just in case I need them. So let's see. So 20 some odd minutes, okay? That should be free. That in a player versus player, that would be about a 6 or 7 minute repair time. Here it's a ridiculous 25 minutes, but I think we did better on the Conqueror base than we did on the general base. The general base, I think, was like 40 something minutes for the first one. So that's pretty good. All right, let's take a look at the Conqueror 2 base. Again, I'm bringing the extra ground units just in case something happens, because whereas last time these were multiple hit bases, now on top of all the other screwed up things that Kixeye's done, they've made these one-hit bases. So if you get it 99% done and run out of platoons, you're out of luck, and you've just taken hours of damage for no reason, for no benefit whatsoever. So again, I'm coming in kind of a not a great location here. It's not bad, but I'm trying to get it lined up to where I'm coming in at the same angle as my air, just in case. And I came in at a different location than I was thinking I was going to come in at. So you see, when you come in the wrong location like that, you get slowed down, and that costs you damage. So I'm kind of just doing this thing like on the fly. I'm not really taking enough time to. But if you take a little bit extra time, take 1 minute extra. Make sure you're coming in at the right angle. Make sure you're coming in at the same angle as your air, and try to put something out there as a distraction. And see, that's still not too bad, but it would have been better than that. It would have been a lot less damage than that if I'd come in um, one space up where I wouldn't get slowed down. I was actually surprised at how much damage I was actually taking, because if you'll remember my videos from the last event, everything was free repair over and over and over again, and I didn't even have maxed out jackals. Now I've got maxed out jackals, and now I've got the workshop on them, whereas before they didn't have workshop available. So it's like shocking how much more damage these bases are putting out. So here's the final base. This is the Conqueror base, Conqueror 3, and it's got a lot of a lot of defenses in this base, and the quicker you can go, the better. The quicker you can get through it, the better. This is going to be the first base, I think, that's going to actually kill my platoon. I think I've been able to get through every platoon. And again, I didn't come in at exactly the right angle like I wanted to. I am using a lovely day, and that is a help sometimes. Last event, it was a big help. He went before me. He would go faster than me. Now my jackals are too fast. They outrun him, and so he doesn't really give me as much benefit. So yeah, I'm going to lose that platoon. That jackal's going to die. And I'll have to come in with another platoon. Now, what I should have done here is brought my air in, and because my air would have been essentially free repair. This may be free repair too. We'll see, because we were almost done. But that's why you bring in the extra ground platoon. And since I made this video, what I've been doing is I've been bringing in the helicons, the helicopters, and because this event they repaired it so that you can repair your air and your ground at the same time. So let's take a look here. Yeah, you want to make sure to replace your mercs, because it's going to take a couple of hours for those to rebuild. And wanted to see how much damage I had here. Yeah, it's not good. I lost the entire platoon, 15 max level legendary jackals. But you know, I did get 130,000 XP for that. So now I've completed the entire sets. I have enough, just doing each set once, you have enough to get 20 of the parts for the Warlord Collie. So I hope this was helpful, and I think I'm putting the first video out on this. I haven't seen another video on it, and I hope this is helpful to you guys. Have a good one. See you next time.